YouTube? Welcome home to SB252. And this is the sports channel where we talk about one or more sports topics every weekday on this show. I'm your host, Curtis. Please make sure to like this video and subscribe. Unfortunately today, we're going to talk about a very disheartening topic about CTE, which is a brain disease that is caused by traumatic stress to the brain by contact sports such as football, especially boxing, or it can be caused by combat such as veterans. A lot of times they get CTE. And the only way to know you have CTE is after your life. They can only determine it after you've died. So that's unfortunate because usually, they can't really combat it. Although Texas Christian University is trying to do a study where they can do blood tests to determine whether or not you actually have it during the course of your life so they can make it treatable. So the NFL had a research done by Boston College Medical University. And they've been spending millions and millions and millions of dollars in investing into research and also investing, I wouldn't say investing, but they've had to reach into their wallet to pay off lawsuits because, you see, the NFL lied to the former players who used to play back when they claimed not to have enough knowledge about these concussions back in the 80s, the 90s, 70s. They said they didn't really know about it, but they really did. But they just didn't tell it to the players because they still wanted those players to play football and make them money. So, a couple years ago, the NFL in 2000, I believe it was 13, refused to help retired players with health care. They're not, I'm not quite sure if they actually help them a little bit, but on a widespread basis, they refuse to help them. So Boston College, the medical center of that college, did a study of 111 football NFL players who used to play in the National Football League, and they determined that 110 out of 111 of those players, 99% of them had CTE. Wow, that's a lot. That's practically all of them. But there also was a study done of 200 plus players of all levels of football. Little league, middle school, high school, and NFL and college, and 87% of them had CTE. It's really unfortunate. And some symptoms of CTE are mental loss. And, I said it again, mental loss. Oh, my goodness. Memory loss. I'm starting to lose it here, guys. I'm starting to lose it. Memory loss. You have stuff like that. You also have just erratic behavior. You make brash decisions. You begin to be more rude, emotional swings, kinds of things like that. And more severe, once it starts getting worse, you start to actually develop dementia, which, you guys know what dementia is. You literally don't even remember your family or any of that. And it also can cause physical impairments. But also, on the other hand, I'd like to inform you guys that they're planning on doing a research on the brain of Aaron Hernandez. I just found that out today. They're going to see, because we all know the Aaron Hernandez situation, the murder, and, now the suicide. They want to see whether or not he had CTE, and did that lead into some of the decision making that he did. Even if you look at players, let's look at players such as Junior Seau. Junior Seau never had not one recorded concussion during the course of his career, yet he still suffered from CTE. You see, how is that even possible? Because any type of shaking of the brain or traumatic experience to the brain is still detrimental. You might not have a recorded concussion, but your brain, it still affects the brain one way or the other. Just constantly hitting the brain, hitting it. Imagine just taking your fist, someone taking their fist and just punching your arm over and over and over and over again. Eventually, it's going to start hurting if you punch it, but so hard, it's going to hurt. Same with the brain. You can't just keep rattling the brain and expect it to function properly. Even Tom Brady, I just told you guys earlier this week about Tom Brady. He has no recorded concussions in his career, yet his wife Giselle came out and said that, hey, listen, he might not have recorded concussions, but he has had concussions. So, it's a very unfortunate situation. I hope the NFL does research to figure out how they can stop what's going on and turn it and help these professional athletes. Thanks for watching the video. Peace.